Hi, my name is Shaun Jennings. I'm a technical art director at Ubisoft Toronto. I've been making games for roughly about 15 years. Currently, I'm working as a technical art director on Far Cry 6. So I'd say that when I was a student, I've seen more documentaries and read books and articles and white papers about how things are made before I even had a chance to enjoy the product itself. And so I really just have a passion for just working behind the scenes, a lot of problem solving, the sort of mad scientist side of the production, and supporting empowering art teams. Well, I think one thing that's unique about technical art is it's not necessarily a straightforward thing. You sort of put on different hats at different times based on where you are and the needs of your project. So then from a skill standpoint, the basic skills are number one, always build a foundation. So then you want to always have either strong art skill or a strong technical skill, which is usually a computer programming discipline. And then from there, it's sort of once you pick one of those sides, then you start working on the opposite skill as your secondary skill. I really like this question. So the first part is personality. Always be curious. Always be open-minded, curious, dig, learn, and just enjoy that. Like if you really love that part of the process, then technical art is probably a role for you. The second part is I just want to sort of make a sort of line in the sand. And like I'm a technical art director, but the whole of our job family is technical art. So then you're looking at a technical artist role. So the core difference between a technical art director and a technical artist in a company like Ubisoft is the technical artist gets to focus on a specific discipline or specific expertise or systems. So maybe like I'm a lighting technical artist or I'm the prop team technical artist or something like that. Whereas the technical director, sometimes we get to specialize for larger projects, but generally we're more on the strategic side of things. We do sometimes get our hands dirty, but that's not the primary aspect of our role. It's really supporting the teams at a higher level. Absolutely. So I would say I would probably start with Python because Python is the language that turns the world and it works in everything. So a lot of our art creation tools are really starting to pick that up and our pipelines are starting to be based on it. From there, I'd say the next really big sort of skill right now is Houdini, which is a procedural tool for building procedural worlds and VFX and a lot of cool things in that area. And yeah, I guess I would probably go from there. And then you get into the art tools, 3D Studio Max, Maya,
Yeah.
Blender, which is becoming my new passion because it's free and everybody can learn it and use it. So you always want to focus on a set of strong core skills. And so you're going to either pick art or you're going to pick programming. And if you pick programming, learn programming and get good at it, then learn art. If you pick art, learn art, get good at it, then learn how to code. For myself, I learned art first, and then I just somehow fell into programming as a web developer. I loved it, and then it just never stopped. And so I think that's the very first thing. The next thing is always be curious, always have an open mind for trying things and learning because oftentimes the stuff that technical art does is the thing that we don't have in the manual. So now you got to go figure it out. Or sometimes you get a piece of tech that nobody knows how it works. It's like a box, and now you have to find the magic in that box and make something cool with it. So I think that's the second thing. Third thing, don't be too picky in terms of what software you use. There's a lot of free stuff out there. As a 3D package, Blender is available. You don't have to use 3D Studio Max or Maya. It's just learn a package and learn it well. The core principles are the same. If you understand the core principles, you can learn another package. I was using Softimage and and I learned 3D Studio Max. And then I went to school and I had to learn Maya. And then I didn't use Studio Max again until I got in the industry. And I had to learn a lot of things when I started. Um, Pick a game engine. So just pick a game engine, start making your content in there, get used to working in real-time environments. Go a little bit beyond just making the shader, really take the time to understand how it works, what all the buttons do, what all the nodes do. Unity is free, Unreal is free, and if you feel adventurous, there's a ton of other random game engines out there. So get into that sort of environment and work from there. Unity and Unreal are both things you're going to want on your resume at some point in time. And the last one is really specific skills. Houdini, 3D Studio Max, Maya, Blender, any 3D software package, Substance Design, Painter if you're getting into like textures and things. Python is like the muscle and tool of a technical artist. C Sharp, and then the last thing is math.